Good morning, students. A very good morning to all. I am Dheeraj Motiani, Assistant Professor, Computer Science Engineering Department, SIRT Bhopal. In today's class, we will just see the data structure. And in data structure, basically is a topic of your CSE branch. In that subject, we are going to see a topic which is your trees and its types. Okay. So tree is a particular data structure which is having different types. So let's see. Now tree is a linear data structure. Data is organized in a sequential order. Okay, in a non-linear data structure. So your tree is a sequential order data structure, which is non-linear. So how it is non-linear, we will see in coming slides. Okay, it forms a tree, okay, which is having root node, parent, we call it as parent root node. Then child node, we call it as left child and right child, or you can say left node or right node. Okay. Data is organized in a random order. So first you have to see if data is randomized or not. You have to sort it out. Okay. Is very popular data structure which is having wide range of applications. Tree is a non-linear data structure which we organize in a hierarchical structure. Hierarchical structure means you have a tree format. Now there are two properties of tree. It should be connected. Okay. It should be acyclic, which should not have um, cycles inside it. It should be acyclic, which means no cycles. Because if you are having a cycle in a graph, then it will be a type of graph. It will not form a tree. So to form a tree, you should have a acyclic connection between the nodes. Second, if a set which is T equal to vertex comma E, where V is vertex, E is edge. So these are n vertexes, these are n edges. Okay. Now in your tree data structure, every individual element is called a node. In your tree data structure, every individual element is called a node. Okay. This is a node, this is a node, this node. These are all nodes which are connected by the edges. Okay, we call these node as vertices. Okay. Now this node in a tree data structure stores the actual data of that particular element. Okay. Now this particular element has been stored in that particular node. Okay. Element, or you can say data, and we link that particular node to next element. This node to next to next in this way. In a tree data structure, if we have n number of nodes, then we will have maximum n minus 1 number of links. So let's suppose I'm having these nodes. So I will be having one less edges. Edges means maximum of n minus 1 number of links. So you can see maximum n minus 1. So if you are having n nodes or you are having n vertices, so you will be having n minus 1 number of edges, means number of links. So tree with 11 nodes have 10 edges at max. At max we are talking about. Okay, in a tree, every individual element is a node. Now we come to terminologies of tree. What are the terms which we will be using or seeing in the tree? First term is root. Okay, root is a tree data structure which is a first node which is called root node. Every tree must have root node. This is your root node. We say that root node is in the origin of tree data structure. If any tree, there must be only one root node. We must have multiple root nodes in a tree. Okay. We never have these kind of multiple root nodes. We only have one root node. In any tree, the first node is called a root node. Then we are having edges. These are called edges. In a tree data structure, the connecting link between any two nodes is called a edge. If n number of nodes are present, then there will be n minus 1 number of edges. If any tree, edge is the connecting link between two nodes. So this is your edge connecting between two nodes. Then you are having parent. In a tree data structure, the node which is predecessor of any node, predecessor basically, you can say which is coming before a particular node, is called a parent node. In simple words, the node which has branch from it to any other node is called a parent node. Okay. Now you can see B is a parent of E, C is a parent of G, A is a parent of B and C. So you can see A, B are parent node because A is a parent node of B, A is a parent node of C. Similarly, B is a parent node of D, E, F. E is a parent node of I and J. G is a parent node of K, and C is a parent node of H. So in that way, we have given these parent nodes. A node which is predecessor of any other node is called a parent node. A parent node can also be defined as the node which has child or children. Okay, let's suppose this H is not having any children, so it is not called a parent node. This G is having a node below it, so it will be called a child node, and this G will be called as parent node of that particular K node. Okay, so in this way we can see. Now what is child? In a tree data structure, the node which is descendant of any node, okay, descendant of any node is called child node. In simple words, a node which has a link from the parent node is called a child node. Okay, so you can see B and C are the childs of A. It is clearly understood B and C are the child of A. Similarly, G and H are the child node of C. Okay, same K is a child node of G. Similarly, D, E, F are the child node of B, and I and J are the child node of E. So a node which has a link from its parent node is called a child node. Any parent can have any number of child nodes. Okay, you can see here a parent node is having 3 childs. A parent node is having 2 childs. A parent node is having 1 child. So any number of nodes. All the nodes except root are child node. All the nodes except root are the child nodes. These all are child respective to other nodes or the previous nodes. Descendant of any node is called child node. Now what is leaf? In tree data structure, the node which does not have a child, which does not have a child is called a leaf node. Okay, so D is not having any child, F not having child, K not having any child, H not having any child, I and J not having any child. So that means they become the leaf node. A leaf is a node with no child. In data structure, the leaf node are also called external nodes or terminal nodes. These are terminal nodes, ending nodes, which is having no child. Okay, in any tree, the node which does not have any child is called leaf. Okay, a node without successor is called a leaf node. Okay, a tree which does not have any child is leaf node. A node without successor means below it. So there is no node below any other node, then that node becomes the leaf node. Now what are levels? In your tree data structure, root node is at the level 0 and the child of root node are at level 1 and the child of the root node of the nodes, childs of the nodes are at level 1. Similarly, it goes on. This is your level 0, level 1, level 2, level 3. If you understand in simple words, in a tree, each step from top to bottom is called a level. Okay, top to bottom level. The level count starts with 0 and increment by 1 at each level. Now, what is degree? In tree data structure, total number of child or children of a node is called a degree at that node. So let's suppose A is having degree 2 because it is having two child nodes B and C. Degree of B is 3, A is 2 because A is having two childs B and C, whereas B is having three child D, E, F. So the degree of B will be 3 and degree of A will be 2 because two child nodes and three child nodes, and degree of F is 0. Degree of F is 0 because it is not having any child node. So these are the degrees. So degree is a total number of child it is having. Now height. What do you mean by height? In tree data structure, the total number of edges from leaf node to a particular node is the longest path. Okay, from this node to this node is the longest path from root node till the terminal node. So total number of edges from leaf node to a particular node, or you can say from a root node to a particular leaf node or terminal node, is the longest path. This becomes your height of that tree or of that particular node. So height of a root node is called the height of a tree. Okay, now this height will be the height of the tree because it is at the topmost level. Okay, now height of all leaf nodes is 0 because they are all at the bottom. Okay, so from bottom we are moving at the top. These are having height 0, this is having height 1, this level is having height 2, this level is having height 3. Now you can see A is having height 3 from this side, from this side. B is having height from 2, 2, 2 from all the sides. E is having 1, 1. G is having 1. C is having 2. So they are located at a particular height. In any tree, height of a node is the total number of edges from the leaf to that node in the longest path. So let's suppose we are having height of B. What will be the height of B? We move from here, J, E, B. So it is having one height, two height. So B is having height 2 because we can, if we are traveling from the root node or if we are traveling from the leaf node, so we can see by reaching B, we will be having height 2. In any tree, the height of a tree is the height of the root node. So this is the height of the root node 3, which is the height of a tree. Now, what do you mean by depth? Okay, it is reverse of your height. The height starts from bottom to top. Depth start from the root to the leaf node or root node to the terminal node, top to bottom. Okay, total number of edges from root node to a particular node, is a leaf node or a leaf node, and longest path is called the depth of that particular node. In other words, the highest depth of any leaf node in a tree is called to be the depth of that particular tree. So height or the depth of any leaf node is called as depth of that particular tree. Okay, in a tree, depth of a root node is 0. Okay, in a tree, depth of a root node is 0. If we talk about, so you can see depth is 0. Depth of B and C is 1. Depth of these E, F, D, G, H is 2 and I, J, K is 3. In any tree, depth of node is total number of edges from root to that particular node. Now depth of a tree, if we talk about, so it is total number of edges from root to the leaf in the longest path. So you have to keep in mind longest path. So it becomes the depth of tree, and depth of node will become the number of edges from root to that particular node. Okay. Now what is the path? in a tree data structure, the sequence of nodes and edges from one node to another is called a path between that two nodes. Okay, so A, B is having this path, B, E is having this path, E and J is having this path. So this becomes a path from A to J. Okay, you can see here path between A and J is A, B, E, J. The path between C and K becomes C, G, K. C, G, K. Okay, so this is the length of a path is the total number of nodes in that particular path. Below is the path of the A, B, E, J has length 4 because we are passing from 4 nodes A, B, E, and J. Okay. Then siblings. In tree data structure, nodes which belong to same parent are called siblings. Okay. Now you can see A. A is having B and C as child node. So hence B and C becomes the siblings. Similarly, B is having 3 childs, D, E, F. D, E, F becomes the siblings. C is having 2 childs, G and H, they becomes the siblings. E is having 2 child, I and J, they becomes the sibling, I and J. In other words, the node with same parent are called sibling nodes. Okay, the node with same parent will become siblings. Okay, in any tree, the nodes which has same parent are called sibling. So childs of a parent are called sibling, and understand by this way. Now, what is subtree? Subtree in a tree data structure, each child from a node forms a subtree recursively. Okay, if we travel from each child from a node forms a subtree recursively. Every child node will form a subtree on its parent node. Now you can assume if we travel from A to B and C, that means if we travel from A to J, this complete hierarchical structure is a tree. But when we travel from B to J, that becomes your subtree under the parent A. So this is a subtree which is having now parent as B. Similarly, you are having C, G, H, K. This becomes a subtree because it starts from C. But the main tree starts from A. Similarly, we can make another subtree of this particular subtree. So if we go down from B to E, E becomes the subtree which will be having for the child nodes. Okay, so E, I, J will become one subtree. It will be a part of above subtree which is B, D, E, F. This will be a bigger subtree. Now this complete subtree will be a part of a complete tree. Similarly, this subtree will be a part of this complete tree. Similarly, you can see G and K also forms the subtree. If you mark this out, this forms the another subtree. Okay, so we have concluded this class. Then next class we will see types of trees in data structures. These are the types. Okay, AVL, heap, binary search, multi-way, B tree, B plus tree, and black tree. Now, thank you very much for this class, attending this class. Have a nice day. Stay safe and keep learning with SIRT. Thank you. I am Dheeraj Mutiani signing off from this class. Thank you very much.